Hello and warm welcomes to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas. For those of you who haven't been here before, I am Miss T Lindo. I am a skin and facial massage therapist from London, and I'm also a student nurse. I have a great interest in everything related to dermatology and aesthetics, so that's what my channel will be dedicated to. So if that's something that you are interested in, then do subscribe so you can see and get notifications on all my latest content. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be speaking about retinoids. Retinoids are really known right now. They're very effective. They're like one of the gold standards in the aesthetics and dermatology industry when it comes to helping you with sebum production, acne and scarring, and also sun and photo damage to the skin as well. Retinoids are actually part of a massive family of vitamin A. A retinoid is actually a vitamin A derivative, and there are many different types of retinoids. So there are some that you can purchase over the counter, pick up in your local drugstore shop, or there's some that can actually be prescribed to you, which are a bit more effective in helping to tackle those skin conditions as mentioned. So to help you understand more about this and to help you get the best products for you and your skin concern and condition, I'm going to explore that more in depth today. So first things first, before looking into retinoids and purchasing retinoids, it's best to understand the anatomy of the skin. So the skin is characterized by the top layer, which is the epidermis, and then the second layer, which is the dermis. However, in the top layer of the epidermis, we have the top upmost layer, which is known as the stratum corneum. Within this area is where cell turnover takes place, as well as the shedding of dead skin cells. So what happens is, within a select period of time, your skin will go through cell turnover and cell renewal, where the dead skin cells are basically sloughed away from the surface of your face and the fresh layer comes to the top. However, in skin, this isn't necessarily in an organized fashion. So what retinoids actually do is ensure that once it's applied to your skin, your cells are being sloughed away in an organized fashion, giving you that fresh, radiant, youthful look. If you are an acne sufferer and this is a skin concern of yours, then a retinoid will be perfect for you. Specifically, as what retinoids do is ensure active cell turnover, as well as the control of sebum production, which is the oil production within your skin. When you are suffering with acne, what actually happens is the bacteria and sebum can cause a plug within the epidermis. So what actually happens is, when your skin is going through the renewal process, comes to the surface and sloughs away the dead skin cells, the areas that have been plugged may not slough away as effectively, or it may take it slightly longer. What retinoids actually do, they have an anti-inflammatory component to it. So when you may get a spot, if you're an acne sufferer, it can become red and inflamed. A retinoid will basically say, okay, we understand you're plugged, but you need to calm down now. So that basically assists with the sloughing away of dead skin cells with acne skin. Okay, so for acne skin, as mentioned, a retinoid will be perfect for you. However, it may be best to go for the more prescriptive route of retinoids, as they tend to be more stronger and much more effective when dealing with spots and plugged skin that acne can cause. Next, I'm going to talk about the benefits of retinoids. So as well as being beneficial for different skin types, if you don't have normal, atypical skin, retinoids actually inhibit molecules that have impact on the collagen and elasticity of your skin. So overall, with collagen, it enhances the need for collagen to keep being produced. You may have seen on older people, their skin can have much less elastic to someone much younger their age. their skin can hang down. Those are all signs of lack of collagen production and lack of elasticity. Retinoids will promote this in your skin. So if you are in your early 20s, I would say that's a good time to start, as within your early 20s is when the aging process can start to begin, and also when your skin begins to slow down on the amount of collagen that it's producing. So when you include retinoid into your skin routine, it will keep basically begging the need for collagen to keep being produced, giving you a much more bouncy, youthful glow for a more extended period of time. Okay, so what is the difference between over-the-counter retinoids and prescribed retinoids? So over-the-counter retinoids are effective. However, due to the nature of these retinoids, once you apply it to your skin, it goes through multiple conversion processes before the retinoid actually takes effect. However, retinoids that are prescribed to you are already active, meaning that when you apply this to your skin, it immediately begins its retinoid process basically to help you and your skin concern. So these being more active obviously means they're much more stronger, they're much more effective. However, you will be more likely to experience these side effects due to the active nature of the retinoid. So when speaking of side effects of retinoid, we're talking redness, peeling, extreme dryness, itching. It can be quite embarrassing, the peeling. I'll insert a picture if I have some on my phone, but I remember when I first started using retinoids and I was going through a skincare system, around the mouth in particular, as cell turnovers tends to be quick around here, my skin would just like peel away, like it's bad. Like people will look at it, people will stare at it, it's very noticeable. Your skin kind of like, it's just like, it just looks like flaps. But yeah, it can be quite uncomfortable at first. However, the uncomfortableness of having a prescribed retinoid, I mean, it tends to be around 3 to 4 weeks, depending on your skin type as well. But it can be around 4 weeks. It's doable. You can get through it, depending on, I guess, your threshold, I suppose. But it is doable, and afterwards it's not that bad. Your skin becomes more tolerant, more used to it, and yeah, then you can get to healthier skin. So this is an over-the-counter retinoid that I've got. This is from SkinCeuticals. And this is in 0.3. So I'll show you the consistency of this. So it's a cream format, and this is how it looks. And I'll compare this against my Tretinoin 0.1. It's also a creamy texture. So this is how they look. So this is my Tretinoin, and this is my over-the-counter retinol. So just rubbing it in, you can see this has a much larger surface area when beginning to apply that to the skin. And this, it basically dissolves straight away. So that's the difference. So Tretinoin will take longer to absorb into the skin in comparison to a general over-the-counter retinoid. So this one is obviously much more effective at helping you to combat particular skin conditions that you may be suffering with. And it does take a good rub to get the full impact of the product. So that's something to consider as well in the nighttime. So yeah, when applying it to my face, I basically have to keep rubbing until it disappears entirely. That way you know that all the product has been absorbed. So that's the difference. Benefits of it being a cream formula, it can feel more hydrating and much more comfortable on the skin. There are also gel formulas that the retinoid can be delivered in. And yeah, my hand's gonna look so nice after this. So overall, if you are looking for a retinoid, do consult with a doctor first, or a skin nurse or skin therapist perhaps, and see which is better for you, because if you aren't after such, I guess, drastic results, maybe you could benefit from an over-the-counter retinoid which may be better suited to you and your skin condition. So I'm now going to focus on Tretinoin, as that's a prescribed retinoid that I have experience of using. So Tretinoin is around 20% stronger than an over-the-counter retinoid. It's very strong and it basically does the job to a good extent. So Tretinoin comes in percentages from 0.025 from what I'm aware, and the highest strength being 0.1. So I have a 0.1 here, and this is my Tretinoin that I've been prescribed. This was part of the OBAGI new derm kit. So this one in particular is really effective for helping to assist you with oil production that may be causing acne and breakouts, which was what I was suffering with. And due to that nature as well, it would also help in the assistance of sloughing away dead skin cells that may be causing scarring. Can't get my words out. So there are different brands of Tretinoin. Of course, we have Retinoid, which is a popular Tretinoin that I've seen being spoken about on forums and stuff like that. And there's also a brand known as Renova. There are a few more brands as well, but I'm not going to mention those today. So with these different brands, they can impact your skin in different ways, as often the method of the formula is different. So with that being said, it can come in a cream format like what I have here, or it can come in like a gel format. Some people take roaccutane, which is a tablet format. So there are many different methods of delivering the product to your skin. These different formulas as well can have impact on the amount of side effects that you may experience when taking the product. So that's something to also bear in mind when being prescribed Tretinoin or starting your retinoid journey in general. So when using retinoids, whether prescribed or not, the higher percentage is more for active acne sufferers, people with maybe, grade 3 acne or so. It's better for those sort of conditions. If you're suffering with pitted scars, that will be more beneficial for you to take a higher percentage. Lower percentages of retinoids are more better for things like sun damage and photo damage, maybe light scarring. It's probably best to start off with a lower percentage. This is due to the amount of side effects that you will experience when taking them, and also due to research and efficacy and effectiveness of using retinoids. Lower percentages seem to be the most best for those particular conditions as mentioned. When beginning your journey as well, please do your research. Make sure you look extensively into the product that you may be buying or which you're going to inquire about. Just because a product is giving you a lot of side effects, it doesn't necessarily mean that the product is working to its best ability for you. So please remember that when using retinoids or delving into the world and trying to find a new one to use. With that being said, always consider efficacy. A doctor or a nurse will help you to explore this further, better to you, your skin needs and your skin goals. So when starting out on your retinoid journey and trying to find what works best for you, slow and steady wins the race. Do not rush. Start with a nice low percentage and slowly work your way up as your skin becomes more tolerant to this. So if you are using a Tretinoin, it may be best to start on 0.25 until your skin gets used to it. So you want to be using this a few times a week, maybe twice a week in the evenings, mainly due to if you are using a retinoid in the AM, the impact of the sun can actually basically mess up the process of the product itself. So you want to basically use this in the night. So 2 times a week, your skin will become more tolerant to it, and you're also less likely to explore side effects such as redness and dryness. To help assist you as well with some of the side effects that you may experience, I would recommend using this in combination with an hyaluronic acid serum. So after cleansing and applying maybe your C serum, apply your HA, as your hyaluronic acid, sorry, as it's lighter. Let that sink into your skin for around a minute or two. Wait till your skin is completely dry and then go ahead with your retinoid. If you are using a retinoid on wet or damp skin, you will be more likely to experience some of the side effects. Finally, when using retinoids, please use an SPF. SPF is super important whether using retinoids or not. However, when you are using retinoids, you need to be more diligent with this whole process, mainly as retinoids make your skin more sensitive to the sun. Therefore, you'll be more perceptible to sun damage, and if you have bumps, more hyperpigmentation risk. So please ensure you're using a high quality, good SPF. But yeah, so that's just a quick express talk about retinoids and types of retinoids. There are many more retinoids that I could talk about, but I don't honestly have the experience and knowledge of those in particular per se, so I've focused on tretinoin. I really do hope you found this useful, and this can broaden your knowledge when it comes to choosing a good retinoid for your specific skin type and condition. And yeah, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up or share if you want to, and I'll see you again in my next video.